Grand Rising family, how you guys doing this lovely Wednesday morning? I'm doing wonderful, guys, and I hope you are too. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, and I am embracing the morning. As I always say, I wake up with joy on my mind, and I always am determined to have a great day. I do my part to make sure that that happens as much as I can. And so I wanted to come on and pay forward a message and share my tidbit on this topic. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Layla Awake, and I am your Black Empowerment content content creator for the neuromelanated. That's us, guys. My beautiful family out there. You guys know I love you, and you know that whatever I contribute it for the unification of us. And so I'm here again today to pay forward again this information on this hot topic right now, guys. I want to start by saying, first of all, I want to start by saying, click like on the video and share it so that more people can see it. I want to put that out there first, and click the notification bell if you haven't already. So I want to talk about the situation with Skip Bayless's comment, his tweet, and I had to kind of relax my mind a little bit before I come on, because ever since I heard about it, yes, I have felt some kind of way. You guys know how I am about my people. You know how I am about fighting white supremacy and how much I hate it. And as much as we hear a lot of the healers are out here now, even some healers in other race groups are talking about how important it is for us to unify collectively across the globe. All races coming together, and that is the one thing that will crush this devil quicker. And I believe that. As a matter of fact, I embrace that at 99%, and I say 99% because that other 1% that makes it difficult for me is the fact that living here in real time, we're still dealing with white supremacy. It's still right in our face. It is still affecting us, totally affecting us, individual and as the collective. And so it's very, very difficult to embrace something that, even if you know that it's going to make a difference in a huge way, but we're the group that's still out here fighting this devil tooth and nail. We're still having to face it on a daily basis, just to be able to, walk in society. And even though these other races are becoming more and more reminded or aware that so much of this stuff, these evil things that are taking place today also is coming to harm them as well. Many of them still don't want to let go for whatever reason. Maybe they're afraid of what they're going to have to give up in order for us to take back what's ours. I don't know. Some of them maybe are not convinced of the truth, but the truth is still the truth. It doesn't matter how they see it. Doesn't matter how they feel, what they believe and don't believe. However the case may be, we still are out here fighting this in the physical realm. It's still affecting us directly, and it's still in our psyche because it's been so devastating for so long. So it's not so easy to just totally embrace the, let's come together and kumbaya with everybody, when a lot of the everybody's are still putting their feet on our neck, and even those that are right out here that can't see what Babylon is actually doing to them as well, because they're harming them just like they're harming us. We're getting the worst of it, but it's global, and it's all across this whole planet with all races. But we still are dealing with the worst of things. We're still fighting, combat fighting one-on-one with white supremacy. So we have to move, in my opinion, we have to move in a different way. We can't be so quick to do it the way a lot of the healers and teachers are telling us. So you got to be mindful. You got to think for yourself, and so that you can be safe, just on the surface and within. We just have to do it a little different, guys. And that's what I suggest. And I'm talking about, I'm just being real. I'm just being completely real. But they remind us all the time how they feel about us, and the things that they say and the things that they do, and how they respond to things that are taking place on this planet. And I'm talking about the common man, our counterparts that are right down here with us, that we see every day and talk to every day. So this piece of trash is what I call him, Skip Bayless. When I heard that he made that tweet, he put that tweet out there concerning the young man, Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills, who collapsed on the field the other day, and they had to bring him back to life, I understand, twice. And he's a human being. And if you have any sense of humanity or any kind of love in your heart, how can you not be sensitive to what has happened to this young man? And for this piece of trash to get out in the national platform and make that tweet. And I don't know if you guys heard what he said, but I'm going to quote from what I've read, that he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial, to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so relevant. So this demon is deeming the NFL games more important than the life and the health of this young man. So when I see this kind of evil coming across, when I'm hearing about it and seeing it, first thing comes to my mind is I'm reminded that we are living on a plantation, and the NFL football field is a plantation inside of a plantation. So, and if you really look at it with your third eye, which I always like to call my first eye, you can see clearly. Look at the game, the NFL game. Look at how it operates, and how the majority of the owners, almost all of the owners, are white. And and they put those guys up there, and when they do the what is it, every year when they pick new players, how they put them on the platform and they bid on them. And if you really pay attention to how they do it, it really coincides with what they did during chattel slavery, and how they would put the black men on the platform, and even women, and size them up, and decide which black man is going with which plantation owner or slave owner. And the same thing in the NFL. If you really look at it, if you open up your mind and your eyes and put aside the entertainment part that is so hard for us to turn loose, you see it's the same parallel system in the NFL as it was in chattel slavery. It's so easy for me to see, guys, and I want you to just think about it and just pay attention to it. So it does not shock me that this piece of trash, Skip Bayless, will get on a national platform and say such a thing. That's how he feels, and that's how most of them feel. That's how they look at us. That's how they look at our black men that's out there playing the game. That's how they look at all of us. Is, we're just a piece of meat. We're working for them. They look at us as, that they like they own us. And that's how it is. Um so I call it what it is. I call it exactly what they show me is how I describe it. And the eyes don't fool us, guys. It's, this guy, and he's getting that work. Many people are going after him today. I mean, he's getting that work, and he rightfully deserves it, because it's just completely evil to have that in your heart. But that's the way they view us. And that's the thing we have to keep reminding ourselves. And I'm reminding people all the time that, we are so determined to be equal to these devils when we were never going to be equal. We will never be equal to them in that sense. They're never going to look at us like they look at themselves. And actually, if we look at everything the way that it really is, many of us know where we stand in this realm. We know we were the first. We know we're the first and gonna be the last. We know we are the greatest. And I have to say that because that is at the core of why they treat us like they do. Because they envy us. They hate us. They hate us because they can't be us. And so until we realize who we are and what we are, and the greatness that's instilled in us, that we were born with, until we realize actually who we are, we're going to continue to be, played like we're in a game, like we're in a ping pong game. They just throw us around, any kind of way. And until we wake up and realize who we are and how great we are, and that we are the beginning and the end, we're going to continue to allow these people, and I hate to say lesser than, but they piss me off so that sometimes it makes you just want to just go in, because it's so unfair and it's so wrong to treat a people the way they treat us and the way they have treated us. But we're going to be the ones that have to stand up and stop it. It's going to take us to stop this foolishness. And I'm ready when y'all ready. I stand ready. I'm always ready. And if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. Okay. But also I want to say there are several other across the globe young athletes that are falling dead, guys. Google died suddenly. Google that and look at all those, and not just athletes. They're people. So that brings me to my next part of this topic, is that people are dying, people are dropping dead, guys. Young people, athletic people that are supposed to be really in great health are just falling dead. So pay attention, guys, because there is something going on. And I can't say what I really want to say, because this is not my platform. And of course, they censor us. They definitely censor us. So I have to be careful how I deliver my message. But guys, you got to pay attention. You got to open your eyes, open your mind, and really pay attention, because there's a lot of these young athletes are just falling, and it's happening more and more. And it's been predicted that during this winter, this dark winter, what they calling it, we're going to see more and more young people just fall. And I do believe that it's all tied to, the hot sauce 19, read between the lines. That's what I believe. I can't say for sure, but wherever there's a lot of smoke, normally there's a fire, and there's a lot of smoke around that topic. So guys, use your brain, think, use your critical thought and common sense, and think about all the things that are happening right now and how we're losing so many people, and all races when it comes to this part of the topic. So something else is going on out there, and they're not going to talk about it. They're not going to tell us. I think it's a very sinister thing that's taking place on this planet. But open up your eyes. And I heard the other day about this young rapper. I'm not very familiar with these new age rappers. I'm not interested in being, connected to because of what I know, the sinister things that I know that's tied to them. But there was a rapper called Gangsta Boo. I understand that died. I think on New Year's Day, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she died just the other day, and there is several things taking place right now, guys, and there are many producers, I understand, I've been told, that have insurance on these rappers. They have insurance on these rappers. So one way or even one or two ways they're able to benefit. They are able to benefit from the death of these rappers is what I am being told. And so, and if you pay attention, these rappers have been being murdered and falling dead rapidly in the past few months for sure. You've been hearing a lot about rappers dying. And a lot of their producers, a lot of these, I guess you would call them producers, I understand, they have insurance on these entertainers. And so you got to pay attention. There's something very, very, very funny about that. Also, we can't forget, for those of us who have some familiarity about Hollywood, we know that system, if you dig in and you really research the origin of that whole system and how everything ties together on this plane when it comes to the evils and what they created centuries ago, you know that they are operating in rituals. They have always, that's how they subdued us, with rituals and magic. The very science that was ours originally, and it's still ours, and we're coming back into it now. But they use our stuff. They took it. They lowered our frequency, and then they start using our stuff to gain control and have kept control of us, again, I say, for centuries. So a lot of the deaths also, I am told, could be tied to rituals and sacrifices. So we're in a time right now, guys. We're in a war. We've always been in a war. Don't get me wrong. We've always been in a war. But we're at the last hour. We're at the last hour in this war. And they are turning it up the fire. They are turning up the fire. They have to give up this whole plane. They have to give it up. They have to give up this planet. Their time is up. Their contract is done. And they're having a hard time wanting to give up the power. So I've known for quite some time that we were going to be in a big fight. I mean, literally, during these times. And we are in a fight, guys. We're in a fight for our lives. We're in a huge tussle right now. And it's an easy win if we would get up and just do collectively what we need to do. It would be done. Right now, overnight, just done. But because of the programming, the deep programming that they have done on our people for so long, it's just very difficult to the deprogramming is very difficult. And so many of our people who still are not aware, they can't see it. And it's too many of them, I think, that can't see it. However, there is enough of us that in time, divinely, we are going to be free, because it is our destiny to be free. So nothing is going to stop it. It's in the process right now. There's so much, Mother Nature is here, and she's working this thing in the universe in conjunction. And with all of us that are waking up, and especially those of us that have been divinely assigned to a certain mission to help free us, it's enough of us. We're going to get it done. we're going to get it done. We're getting it done right now. And the fact that we have released the fear, we are not living in fear anymore. We're done with the fear. We've figured it out. We know what we need to do, and we're doing it right now. So there is enough of us to get it done. So guys, and I had to discuss the latter part of this video ties in with what Skip Bayless, the way he responded to this young man, because he is a part of that level of hate that we've been dealing with for centuries. And just know that it is still here. Even though their contract is done, they have a few more years. And I've been told, because we're in the 7-year tribulation, I think we have until 2030 to go ahead and nail this thing. So the sooner we begin to really understand what's taking place on this planet, the sooner we can go ahead and get this thing done, get it fixed, you know. So I am really, 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 I'm speaking, I'm doing what I need to do over here, and I am waking up every morning. I'm doing my rituals, doing my speaking, you know, what I need to put out here in the universe so I can contribute to the manifestation of what is going to be a deliverance for us. I am doing my part. And guys, I hope you are too. There are so many teachers out here now. There is no excuse to not have the information and to not have the instructions to be able to do what we all need to do and do our part. There's no excuse for it, guys. It's too much information out here. Knowledge is right in front of us. And they have to tell us a lot of this stuff. They're telling us in movies, in these movies. And some of it, you know, you'll find the information online. But we need to get in tune, guys, so we can do our part collectively to, you know, to make it to our destiny. And it's going to happen, guys. Hands down. It is in the process. But I just wanted to come on and just kind of enlighten those who are not aware or contribute to those who have heard some stories, some of the story about this devil, Skip Bayless, and his comments that he's put out there. And just know, guys, we are still in a war, inside of a war. It is still going down. And so open up your eyes, open up your mind, and see, you know, figure out what part you play in this, so we can go ahead and crush this devil, get him gone, because that's what's going to happen. That's what has to happen. So I am not going to stay on. I just wanted to come on and put out this message and pay forward information that I get, like I tell you all the time. So I thank you so much for taking the time to come on and spend this time with me, because you could have been doing anything else, you know, but instead you're here, and I'm really grateful to thank you for staying to the end of the video. That is a real blessing to me. I appreciate you so very much, family. I'm gonna, again, as I always say, ask you to like the video and share the video, because when you do, more people can see it. And click the notification bell if I say anything that ever resonates with you. And thank you so very much, family. I'm going to say Assalamu alaikum to you. Shalom, namaste, ashe, ashe, and ashe. Keep your head up, guys. Get some sun. We got a little sun peeping in right now out here in Texas, so I'm going to go and try to get a little bit. And hug somebody. There's always someone out there, guys, that needs a hug. Seek them out, guys, and it won't cost you nothing. It shouldn't cost you nothing to give them a hug. And I appreciate you so much for that. I'm going to say peace be within you. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you as always, you my peeps. And until next time, I'm going to say bye-bye.